Hello everyone, welcome back, JavaMentor.net here. In today's video, let's learn about annotations. So, for our annotations, in order to learn annotations, we will take a look at our person class. So you remember long ago we created this describeMe method. In the person class, it prints I'm a person and my name is, and then print first name and my last name is, and then print last name. However, we created a more specific method in the student class, and in the student class we say I'm a student, and then along with the first name we print student that. So let's just for a second say something like this: person equal new student, and let's give that student a name, student spasoje. And then let's try to print the result of the describeMe method, right? Make sure to call describeMe method. Don't do this because this will print output of the string method. So describeMe method. Okay. So if we try run, I'm a student and my name is student spasoje and my depth is something like this. Even if we try student, everything should be the same. Now what's the problem? If we go here, and let's say we add one parameter, which is not that important. We just added one integer. You saw that this arrow disappeared. What's the problem? But this is still compiling. It's not red. We can start our program. I'm a person. So look at this. We are creating student object and we are trying to say describeMe method, and it says I'm a person instead of I'm a student. What's going on here? Well, the problem is that now we have two different methods. In the student we have describeMe, which accepts one parameter. So this describeMe method that we just called is from a person class, not from a student class. So accidentally we introduced a bug with this. And it's a good question, is there any way to prevent this? And the answer is yes. On this method you can say @override annotation. And now this is red. Let's fix our bug for a second and explain what's going on. So now everything is fine, it's not red. What this annotation is doing on our method, it is saying that this method is overriding some method in the parent class. So Java is looking for the method with the same signature in the parent class. In our case now, everything is fine because signature of this method and signature of this method are the same, so Java is not complaining. At the moment when we added a new parameter here, now this signature is not present in the person class. There is no describeMe method that accepts parameters. So we are basically not overriding. We are creating a new method, describeMe. That's why this annotation is complaining. Which means, okay, we just described what this particular annotation is doing. It's preventing us from creating a new method instead of overriding a method from the parent class. That's what this annotation is doing. But generally, what annotations are doing, they're giving some meaning to the things where you put them. So we put this annotation on the method level and it gave our method some meaning. And the meaning is we want to override the method from the parent class. Also, we can put annotations on the class level, on the constructor level, on the field level. Let's try to use one other annotation, the second most popular in Java. It's deprecated. You see, we put that annotation on the class and it works. We can also put annotation here on a field. But what's interesting is if we try to put override here, well, it's red. Now it says override not applicable to field. It seems like this annotation for some reason doesn't work for a field, but it works for a method. And if you try Control click to annotation, you can see where you can put this annotation. You can put it on a method. And if you go to this deprecated annotation, it says you can put that on constructor, on field, on method, on package, on module, on plenty of types. So basically everywhere you can put deprecated. So generally annotations can be put on many places, including local variables, fields, methods, classes, constructors, and so on. But not every annotation can go on every place. You need to go in a particular annotation to see where I can put that particular annotation. And since we just use deprecated, let's just in short explain what this annotation is doing. So if you put deprecated on a class, it's basically saying this class will be deleted in the future version of my program. Please don't use this class. Use something else. It's still not deleted, so you can still use it, but please avoid using it. The same is on the method, of course. For example, you can go deprecated here, and then class is fine, but please avoid using this method. Take a note that it will still work, because it's not deleted, it's not broken, just it will be deleted very soon. And usually Java developers are putting this annotation on some classes that they intend to delete in the future versions of Java, or you will see in tutorials that are coming, framework developers, so they are developing some tools that are not Java but are very helpful in developing when you're a Java developer. They're putting also this deprecated annotation on some classes that they plan to remove in the future versions of that framework. That's it for this video. See you in the next tutorial.